Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, what a great way to start the year, huh? Q&A, 500 subscriber special, and the fan montage, of course. And, yeah. So, without further ado, let's get started with the questions. I don't really have much else to say. Well, I do. Thank you for 500 subscribers. Now let's go. Nico Channel asks, ever thought of owning any video game consoles outside of Nintendo? PlayStation, Xbox, etc. It'll probably be a PlayStation, in all honesty. If I had to pick between the two, it'll definitely be a PlayStation. I've heard a lot better things about the PlayStation 4 than the Xbox One, definitely. But, yeah, PlayStation. What? Nothing really else to say about that. Next question. Dark Justin Productions asks, 1. What was your favorite game that came out in 2015? Splatoon. 2. What did you think of 2015 in general? It was alright. I'd probably say 2014 was better since, I was in middle school throughout the whole year. I got to be with friends and such, and, the first half of 2015 was definitely better than the second half for me because, again, middle school, I was still with all my friends and such. Second half, yeah, I do have all my friends on my phone. I've mentioned this before. I text them on pretty much a daily basis, but it's just not the same. Not seeing them every day. I've seen them ever since the school year started. Occasionally, not a lot, but yeah, the first half is definitely better. Because 2015 was okay. Could have been better, could have been worse, could have been a lot worse, whatever. Number 3, who was your favorite subscriber? None, because I hate all of you. No, in all seriousness, why should I pick a favorite? I mean, why can't I just like all of them? I'm thankful for each and every single one of them. There's no special snowflake out of all of them. So, yeah. If I hurt your feelings, whatever. Next question. Purple Yoshi 98 asks, is there ever going to be gaming on this channel? Yes, I know, I've never done one single gaming video on this channel, and I really apologize for that, because, it says on my banner, gaming, because, it's clear that I've never done one single video that's gaming related, discusses anything about gaming, giving my opinions about things that are gaming related, and I really apologize for that, because I know all of you are probably waiting very impatiently for me to finally talk about things that are related to gaming. So, yeah, I really do apologize, and I will get to that soon. I promise. I really, really promise. Cross my heart. Joe Stafford asks, just some questions. Okay. 1. What do you think of movie remakes? Unneeded. Most of the time they are unneeded. There are a few times when the remake does surpass the original, but that's very rare. So for the most part, movie remakes are just cash grabs, trying to leech off of the original's name. 2, what would you do if you hit 1 million subscribers? Freak out, of course, because I know that's probably never ever going to happen. 3, will you make the different content other than rants? I've made stuff that weren't rants before, I've done videos that were just meant, for entertainment, to make people laugh. I'm not the funniest person ever, but, I don't just do rants on this channel. You kind of have to just go looking around on my channel. You're bound to see something that isn't a rant. I do rants most of the time because, it's something that I enjoy doing. I like getting opinions out. It's my favorite thing to do on this channel, and, it's what people enjoy. It's what I enjoy doing the most on this channel, but, there is some variety, and, there is some different videos coming, definitely, so, yeah, there will be different content other than rants, but there already was anyway, so, yeah. Next question. SF9's channel asks, what are the videos you have the most fun making? Responses. I don't even need to hesitate. I like doing response videos the most. Seems like the guy I have the most fun responding to is obviously Original Blood Ace, but, I don't want to just respond to him, and I don't want to do response videos too much, even though I have a lot of fun making them, especially now, since I can make higher quality video responses now. I don't really want to oversaturate my channel with responses, so, yeah, that's why I don't do it too often. I've been doing it often for a little bit, but now I'm kind of taking a break from them. I don't want to make my channel. I don't want that to be the main focus of my channel. I don't want to do too many of those because, again, I kind of want to do different things too. So yeah, those are the videos I have the most fun making, but I don't want to make too many of them. Sure you understand. Next question. Venom Master 420 asks, would you rather celebrate Christmas and miss your birthday, or celebrate your birthday and miss Christmas? I'd rather miss my birthday and celebrate Christmas, in all honesty. Birthdays are nice, I guess, but, it's a reminder that, you just lost another year of your life. You're 1 year closer to death, but, you might say that's a little depressing. It's your birthday, it's a day about you, but that's how I've viewed birthdays for a while. I know I'm 14, I don't really need to worry about dying or anything yet, because, I'm still really young compared to other people, but, still, that's what I think about on my birthday sometimes. You just lost another year of your life, pretty much. Just 1 year and another step closer to death. It's depressing, I know, but, that's how I view birthdays, pretty much. You just lost another year of your life, pretty much. Ugh. Anyway, that was a little too depressing. Next question. Benny999 asks, what is your opinion on text-to-speech? Well, I don't know. I don't really like it. I especially don't like it when instead of actually talking, people use that for their videos. And why? I mean, if you really don't want to talk, why don't you just use text instead of a stupid text-to-speech thing that, mispronounces words a lot and sometimes goes too fast, and, you can't understand a word they're saying. It's annoying. It really is. People should really stop using those for videos. God. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little mini rant there. So, yeah. All in all, you can't understand what the person is saying or trying to say unless you put text on the screen, but most of the time they don't even do that. Oh, God. Ugh. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that. So, yeah, that's my opinion on text-to-speech. I hate it. Really do. Next question. Maddie Loves Gaming asks, I have one. Yay. Why did you make a YouTube channel? To top the original Blood It's There, I would have said it a million times. I'll say why I started making videos, though. There was a time when I was getting a lot of reports on Miiverse, that I thought were ridiculous and such, and I wanted to share to the world. I wanted to see if people agreed with me on it, and, a lot of people did. They would say, why was that even taken down? I see nothing wrong with it. And, yeah, so, also, those early videos were awful, in my opinion. It was just me going, if you've never seen those very early videos, it was just me going to the camera, nothing else, not saying anything. Yeah, those early videos, well, this is what got me noticed, pretty much. Some people, I got some fans from those, but, as time went on, a lot of my videos started to get a lot of views, a lot of my Miiverse videos have over 1,000 views, so, yeah, thank you. So, yeah, even though I've pretty much moved on from Miiverse, I'll make the occasional Miiverse video if I have something else to say about it. The topic of Miiverse doesn't really interest me anymore. When people, come up to me and say, oh, the Miiverse admins got me for this, or, you should talk about this, I don't know, when the ads came on Miiverse, people were like, oh, you should talk about this, and, I really don't care. I really don't. It did kind of make sense that, Miiverse got ads, so, Nintendo to keep it running, because, when people see an ad, the company makes money, so, yeah, it only makes sense to put ads on it, right? That's what YouTube does. Also, yeah, Miiverse doesn't interest me anymore, and, I'm still happy for those Miiverse videos because, they're pretty much the main reason why I have 500 subscribers now and I have all these awesome people asking me questions. So, yeah, if there is, I'm happy with a lot of my Miiverse videos, but, time to move on, right? That's why I hardly talk about it anymore. It doesn't interest me. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, next question. Lacy Shoes. I'm having way too much fun. Linty Gale219 asks, who inspired you to create content on YouTube? In all honesty, Original Blood Ace. Yeah, I know. I hate his guts now, of course, but, when I started making videos, that was when I was a huge fanboy of his, and, aside from me wanting to show off ridiculous reports and, seeing if people agreed with me on, that they're ridiculous, it was also a big reason why I wanted to make Miiverse videos, I wanted to, a lot of people agreed with what he said about Miiverse, and I wanted to see if, people be the same with me and enjoy my videos, and, surely enough they did, and look, now I have I'd say I have a decent fan base, decent amount. I wouldn't say I'm huge or big or anything. His is definitely bigger. He has over 1,000 subscribers, but, still, if any good came out of his channel, he influenced me, so, yeah. Next question. Dominic Anderson asks, I have multiple questions for you. Hooray. What is your favorite Super Mario Maker stage made? That'd probably be I Can Choose Field Day, I guess, since that's the one I had the most trouble beating, and a lot of people, and some people have trouble beating that one too, so their displeasure is my pleasure. If you could eat one thing in the world, what would it be? Something healthy, I guess. If it's the last thing on earth to eat, I'd like to eat something healthy. People would usually say, oh, pizza, chocolate, whatever, but, I'd like to, not die within a week just eating that and nothing else. So, yeah, it'd be something healthy. What would it be exactly? I guess a salad, I don't know. 3, what is your favorite boss in Mario Galaxy? The first one? Oh, God. I haven't played the first one in a long time. I know I said I think the first one is better, because the first one had more of a story than the second one. The first one was a little more than Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach and goes to space, and, the first one's a little more than that, but I forgot which one. I don't know. I guess the final one, because it's the only one I remember. The final boss in the first one. 4, what would you rather play? Would you rather play Super Mario Maker or watch TV play Super Mario Maker? Of course, I hardly ever watch TV anymore. I don't care for what's on. I don't care what's popular. Whenever I use a TV, it's to play video games. I hardly ever actually watch TV. My family does, and I don't. So yeah, next question. Doomguy36 asks, what are your thoughts on the final Smash 4 DLC? Meh. It's alright, I guess. I mean, maybe everything is okay except for Bayonetta being in it. Because it's a little too soon for her to be in it, because, Bayonetta 2 is just recently a Wii U exclusive. I mean, usually it takes a little bit for, the character to finally be in Smash. That's how it usually is, so, yeah. Everything except her, I'm neutral on, I guess. I mean, Smash DLC could have been a lot better. There are a lot more deserving characters out there, but, yeah, whatever, I guess. But, yeah, I saw a lot of the comments on the Smash Direct, and, oh boy, it was a lot of fun reading those comments. Anyway, next question. Samuel Kelly III asks, favorite type of music? Rock. It's always been rock, probably always will be rock, so, yeah, there you go. Next question. SpongeBab 222 Keckmaster, what a lovely username, asks, 1. Who's your favorite music artist or band? Pink Floyd, said it in the last Q&A. 2. What's your favorite Wii U game? Oh god, that's a tough one. Can I say more than one? Of course, it's my Q&A. I can say whatever I want. Smash Bros. For Wii U. Way better than the 3DS version, by the way. Splatoon. Mario 3D World. What else? Mario Maker. Yoshi's Woolly World I got into recently. Mario Kart 8. What else am I missing? Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, those are the ones I enjoyed the most, so, yeah. 3, what's your opinion on the Nintendo NX? I've been kind of hush-hush about it, but there's nothing well, there's not really enough information for me to form an opinion on it, but I'll just say what I want to see in it. I want Nintendo to actually succeed with this console. I really do. I don't want them to mess up. I want them to, well, I don't know if they'll ever really get full third-party support back, but, I want them to have more third-party support than they did with the Wii U. I want them to actually advertise the heck out of this next console. And, I want to see them succeed with it. I don't want them to mess up again like they did with the Wii U. Again, the Wii U is a good console. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good console. Definitely underrated, but Nintendo royally screwed up with it. They really did. They hardly advertised it. They didn't really put the word out there. The Wii, it was everywhere. They advertised it all the time. So I don't know why they didn't bother advertising with the Wii U. I have no clue why, but it's too late now. The Wii U's near dead. Star Fox and Zelda are really the last two games that are really that people are really hyped for the Wii U. And then after those two games are gone, Nintendo's going to focus on the NX. Yeah. I'd say by maybe late 2017 we'll see it out. Probably. Yeah. So, yeah. Next question. Dr. Pixel asks, how old are you? I'm 14. I'm going to be 15 on March 20th. And favorite amiibo. I only have 3 of them. Yeah, I never really was into the whole amiibo thing. I never rushed out to get them or anything, but I have Mario, Luigi, and I just got Dr. Mario for Christmas, so I guess Dr. Mario. Yeah. Next question. 45 Records Man asks, favorite female musician? Oh, God. Well, this is kind of a hard one because I don't really listen to really any female musician. I'm a sexist pig, I know. Oh, wait. One of my favorite bands, they're called Pixies. They have a female band member, just one. The other 3 are guys. Bassist, her name is Kim Deal. Yeah, sure, okay, why not? Well, one of my favorite bands, so I guess she's my favorite female musician. Oh yeah, fun fact about that band, they're a huge influence on Nirvana. More specifically, Kurt Cobain, so yeah, history lesson over. Next question. Hitalia rules. Again, I always hated it when people changed an S to a Z, but I already went over that in a previous video. Sorry if you got mad over that. Favorite Pixar movie? Up. Definitely. Always loved that movie. I even saw it not the day it came out, but the month it came out with a friend. I think when did that movie come out? 2008, 2009? I think it was 2009. Yeah, I saw it. Didn't really I kind of understood it. I liked when the house was floating, but now when I watch that movie, it just makes me cry really bad. A lot. Well, not a whole lot. Doesn't make me sob, but it makes you tear up. It's a very emotional movie. It's definitely my favorite Pixar movie. One of the more emotional Pixar movies. So yeah, Up. Why not? Next question. Computer Cat Gaming asks, how did you get the idea to become a YouTuber? If so, why? I don't really get the if so, why part, but yeah, I already said it. I wanted to show off some ridiculous Miiverse reports, and I did. People, enjoyed it, so I decided to continue. Well, actually, originally, I wasn't even going to continue making videos, actually. I was going to stop doing them because I wanted to keep doing Miiverse, but, people stuck around and actually watched the videos, so if no one stuck around, then I probably wouldn't even be making videos today. And, yeah, I'd probably still be on Miiverse. Well, actually, I don't know if I'd still be on Miiverse since, I have one permabanned account and my second account is really close to a permaban, but I don't really worry about the second account now because I'm done with Miiverse. I'm never posting again. But yeah, I already explained it before in a previous question, so yeah, you already knew, but whatever. Next question. SonicMan78 asks, what's your favorite console? I said it before, GameCube. Favorite YouTuber? Do I have to pick one? Because, again, it's kind of hard to pick one because I enjoy pretty much everyone I'm subscribed to, pretty much. More than one. What is it? Mysterious Mr. Enter, Pie Guy Rules. Alpha Omega Sin, Review Tech USA, The Archfiend, Undertaker Freak 1127, Some Guy 27. Pretty much everyone I'm subscribed to I like. I never really liked picking favorite YouTubers because, I really do enjoy pretty much everyone I'm subscribed to. So, yeah, like them all equally, pretty much. Also, do you like anime? I've said this before in a previous Q&A as well, but say it again. Never interested in anime, and never, if you're into anime, whatever, I don't care. It was never my cup of tea, whatever. Please don't murder me, okay? Next question. Someone Epic asks, 1. What are your opinions on Miiverse after the update? Garbage. Well, Miiverse has always been garbage even before the update. The Miiverse is probably not even going to change at this point. It's all been said and done by me pretty much. I'm beating a dead horse by now. All in all, Miiverse is garbage, always been garbage, and probably always will be garbage. Yeah. Question 2, is mayonnaise an instrument? Of course, I played mayonnaise before. It actually sounds really nice, Try it someday. It's actually a really good instrument, really underrated. More people should use it in a song. And also, thanks for the entry. So far, I only have 2 video submissions. So I know Justin's in the middle of making one right now, but yeah, I've hyped it up for like 2 weeks. I've been hyping up this surprise, and when I announce it, hardly no one really does it. So yeah, whatever. I'm sure I'll get more. I mean, I'm giving this about a week. The Q&A to get all the questions, get all the submissions and everything, but I'm hardly getting any submissions, and all of you people are pretty much rocking the Q&A part. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get more submissions throughout the week. I mean, again, it's a week, a lot could happen in a week, but right now it's Monday, and I'm gonna be uploading this Q&A on Sunday, but whatever, whatever. I'm not that mad, okay? Next question. Luigi8000 asks, how will you rage on a video game? Will you A, snort a line of black pepper, B, kick a wall with bare feet, or C, eat paper? There is no way I'm letting pepper get into my nostrils, and no, I'm not consuming paper, because I'm more than sure that's really not good for you. So I guess kick a wall with bare feet, sure, it'll hurt like hell depending on what kind of wall it is, concrete, brick walls, cinder block, whatever. But, at least the pain is temporary, unless at least the pain won't really, really affect you. I'm sure it's painful, but, it's definitely better than snorting pepper or eating paper. I'm more than sure. Next question. Looks like Luigi8000 has some extra questions. Where do you live in? I live in California. I live in Narnia. 2. Do you want to be a competitive eater when you grow up? No, never had any interest in doing that. I don't want to eat so much food and then get sick. 3. Do you like salmon or teriyaki chicken? Salmon. 4. What amiibos do you own? I own Mario, Luigi, and Dr. Mario. I know it's a very small collection, whatever. I mean, I don't really want to blow my money on so many amiibos because, again, I see amiibos as a cash grab pretty much, They're nice, I guess, but, I never really saw the huge appeal in them. Who do you want in a PE class next school year? I don't care, because I already have the very few kids I know in my PE class, so I don't want that to change. 6. Do you want a PS Vita or PS4? No hesitation there, PS4. Even though I don't care for Sony or PlayStation or whatever, I'd rather have a PS4 than a PS Vita. Do you play Geometry Dash? If so, what level are you in? I never heard of it. In all honesty, I never heard of that. Next question. Nintuber asks, what do you think of OBA telling Sakurai to kill himself? What the hell? He said that? Are you serious? Oh god. Right when you think a person couldn't stoop any lower. Okay. I don't know what exactly he said, what video he said that in. I guess he made a new video or something about getting pissed off at Sakurai for whatever reason. OBA, you're absolutely pathetic. You really are. I mean, first you wish a permanent wrist injury on the guy just for adding the character you don't want in, and now you really wish that he kills himself. So yeah, you just stooped a new low, OBA. You really have. You're an idiot. you're a moron, or whatever. What am I saying? Why am I even bothering? Because, he's not going to watch this video. Because, this video isn't really about him, of course. But all in all, he's an idiot. And I guess he just got even worse for, saying Sakurai should kill himself. Seriously, what an idiot. Good lord. Next question. Cool Dude asks, oh, then what is your favorite food? Pizza, I guess. I don't know. That's the first thing that come to mind because, I like food, but I don't know. I can never really pick a favorite, so I guess, whenever I occasionally eat pizza, and whenever I do, I always look forward to eating it. I could taste it in my mouth already while going to the pizzeria or wherever. I really want to have it. I can't wait to have it. So, yeah. That's the food I always get the most happy when eating, so, yeah. I don't eat it often, of course, because, it's bad to eat it so often, so, yeah. There. Next question. Luigi8000 asks, what time do you normally get in the mile run in school? I normally get 12 minutes to 13 minutes and 10 seconds. Mile run? I don't know. Do you mean physically running a mile? Because I never had to do that for many of my schools. So, yeah, I don't really get what you're asking. I guess you mean actually run, but, I never had to run a mile for school or anything. So, yeah, don't really have much to say for your question. Next question. Oh, Luigi8000 isn't done yet. What time do you normally sleep at? Mine is 10 to 11 o'clock. Well, if it's a school night, my bedtime is 10, but I almost never fall asleep right away. I just watch YouTube until I get tired, so, yeah. Have you ever rage quit in a video game? If so, what game the most? Mine is Geometry Dash. A lot of games I raged a lot at. I'd say the most was, I'll say recently, Super Mario Maker. I rage quit a lot. I mean, Jesus Christ, people go overboard with their levels. You play the Impossible Quiz? I did, but that was a while ago. Can you beat 9.0 in Classic SSB4? Still trying. You like Rayman? Meh. When is your birthday? March 20th. Do you want to play some SSB4 3DS tournaments with me? Yeah, sure, why not? Give me your friend code if you haven't already. And do you have any siblings? No, I'm an only child. Looks like he has some more questions. When did you get glasses? First grade, pretty early on in life, I know. What is your favorite subject in school? English. It's always been English. I mean, some people even say to me, how can you like English? How can you be so good at it? It's really hard. And I'm like, how? I mean, it's so simple for me. It always was. I don't know why. I mean, it's sad how people can't do the simplest things. What is your least favorite subject in school? Math. It's always been math. Always hated math. Never will like it. I was always terrible at it. I mean, I usually, well, a lot of the times I'm horrible at my math tests, and yeah. No matter how many times I've been tutored or taught, I could never get it. I just couldn't. So math is just not my thing. And after I graduate college and such, I'm probably more than likely never gonna have to deal with math again. So yay! Hate math with a burning passion. I mean, whoever likes it is absolutely out of their mind. How did you make your profile picture and channel art? It's an app called Fonto. Phonto. Fonto. It's actually pretty good, really, for an app. I mean, if you want to make a good channel icon and good channel banner, quick and easy, I recommend that app. It's really, really good. Do you know Fairy Tail? Never heard of it. And yeah, next question. Ninja Nathan asks, what are your top 5 Mario games? The spin-off titles count because I'm going to probably say a few of them. There's probably going to be more than 5, but here are Mario games I enjoyed. Well, recently I got Mario Luigi Partners in Time. I really like that one. Also really like Super Mario World. Yeah, just World, not 3D World. I also like 3D World. Yeah, there's another one. I like 3D Land before I lost it. Yeah, I have no clue where the game is. The actual little cartridge, I lost it. Damn shame. But Mario Galaxy, the original Galaxy, not the second one. Again, I have nothing. I don't have anything against the second one. It's just that I always preferred the first one. I always have, because, again, the first one has a little more of a story. A little more than Bowser becoming big, taking Princess Peach to space, having to go save her. The first one was a little more developed, and, you get what I mean. Trying to think of another Mario game. Also, liked Mario Kart 8. What was that, 4 games? No, I think I already named 5. Yeah. I might be missing some. I forget the names of some. Oh yeah, Super Mario 3. Then the NES. I really like that one and the original. So yeah, more than 5. I don't even know if I could really put them in order. I really liked all those games. So yeah, next question. Bigley the Miiverser asks, what remakes do you think will be on the NX? 2. I have 2 games that I think can be possible. One, Mario Sunshine. I know a lot of people hate that game, but, I never played the original. I want the original, though, but, I never played it, but, it looks good. It looks like a game I'd actually, spend time on, at least give it a try. It looks decent, I guess. It doesn't look like the best 3D Mario game. Like, I'd say that goes to the Galaxy games, but, it's still pretty good. It still looks good, And, I'd like to see it remade. And also here's what I'd like to see if that game was remade. I've seen cutscenes from that game. The voice acting in that game is cringe-worthy. Really, it is. Either redo the voice acting or just make the game all text. I'm kind of leaning more towards more all text because, that's how all the other Mario games are. And, if they could actually pull it off and make the characters sound better than how they were in the original game, so I'd be all for it, but, I'd rather have the game all text since, that's how pretty much all the other Mario games were. And also maybe remake of the original Luigi's Mansion, because, why not, right? That's another game I haven't played. I've played Dark Moon, but I never played the original. I heard the original was good, though. So, yeah. That's another game I want to really play and try out. I'm sure I'll really enjoy that game, though. If I ever get the chance to play it, I'm sure I'll play it someday, but, yeah. Those are the 2 games that I think might be remade on the NX, just what I want to see remade. So, yeah. Next question. Naoto Shirogane, sorry if I butchered her name, asks, 1, will you do a room tour? No one cares, so why should I do it? What is your main controller for SSB4? The Pro Controller. If I ever did the GameCube one, that'll be my main. What is the color of your 3DS? Black. When did you become a gamer? When I was like 5, when I got a GameCube. Do you play with a kendama? No. What is your locker number in PE? What is your lock number? Is the PE locker room in your school? Mine is 603102. If you're in a competitive eating contest, what would you eat? I guess gummy bear, since I see a lot of eating contests have people eating gummy bears out of buckets. I don't know. What video game systems do you own? Wii U, Wii, GameCube, even though the GameCube isn't plugged in. 3DS XL, normal 3DS, DSi XL, and yeah, next question. Ninja Nathan 100 asks, what's your favorite Pink Floyd album? It's really a toss-up between Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, and Animals. Then again, Metal was also a great album that had one of Pink Floyd's greatest songs, Echoes. The Wall, I didn't really enjoy as much as the 3 albums that came before it. Final Cut I liked, but that was more of a... But that was when the band was going through a lot of fights. You could hear that they didn't really want to keep going on, and, still a good album, but, it wasn't nearly as good as some of their other ones. Also really like Division Bell, but I guess if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be Animals. There. That's one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs of all time. Dogs. Well, if you're gonna listen to Pink Floyd, you may as well listen to a album from beginning to end, since each song pretty much flows into the next on most of their albums, and it tells a full story. So it's the best way to listen to Pink Floyd. Yeah, if you want to get into them. So yeah, favorite Pink Floyd album, Animals. Yeah. Anyway, next question. Destiny Tall Tales Destiny asks, do you think grounded videos are annoying? Yeah. Well, I just recently made a video about why I hate Go Animate, so of course I think those videos are annoying. They're a cancer to YouTube, and yeah, overused, and pretty much everything. You know, just listen to what I have to say about Go Animate and what I have to say about grounded videos, and yeah, you pretty much got the answer. What's your favorite handheld console? 3DS. Do you think kids who are 9 years old needs to know about opinions? Well, not every single one of them, because some of them are mature. I'm not going to say every single 9-year-old out there can handle opinions and, rage every time they hear a different opinion that's not theirs. That'll be ignorant of me to say. But the ones who can't handle opinions, yeah, they do need to learn, but then again, they're 9, so yeah, it's going to take some time to mature, and if they still can't handle opinions when, I don't know, they're 14 or 15, then they're doomed. Yeah, next question. Jeremiah Holly asks, what is your thoughts on Super Mario Maker? It's okay. Pretty good. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's pretty good. It is. It's fun making levels, and it's also fun playing people's levels. Actually playing them, not skipping them. I can't believe how many people got so mad at that rant. Wow. It just shows how people just like skipping levels and, get offended when someone finally says something against it and, say that, you shouldn't skip a level and whatever. Jeremiah Holly also asks, what are you looking forward to in the new year? I guess getting my first year of high school done with this January. The second semester is gonna start, so I'm gonna be pretty busy in January. So I don't know if I'll be making videos as frequently in January. I'll try to make some, but I'm looking forward to the school year ending, and of course, Star Fox and Zelda U. I mean, come on, who isn't looking forward to that? Anyways, next question. Dark Scythe asks, why the name Mickey? Why the name Dark Scythe? Dark Scythe also asks, would you suck off OBA for $1 million? Yes. Okay, at least let me explain myself, alright? It's $1 million. And, yeah, I'd have a crap ton of money after doing it. Now, I wouldn't be happy to do it, of course, but, it's $1 million, so why not, right? Torture myself for a few minutes and then be set for life, pretty much, and, be a millionaire. So, yeah, it'll be worth it, as long as I have some mouthwash with me, alright? So, yeah, don't take this the wrong way, alright? I'm not interested in OBA, I'm just never interested in them sexually, ew. But, yeah. Next question. Sanic5515 asks, 1. What was the first thing that got you into Nintendo? GameCube, said it before. Have you ever been judged for having an opinion, mostly on Miiverse, because, most users on Miiverse are stupid anyway. At least the ones that are left, the blind fanboys to think the update is amazing and all, but, yeah. I think I did a few times on YouTube, but, YouTube isn't really as cancerous as Miiverse, I guess, since YouTube could be a little more mature. So, yeah. I forgot what thing I said in particular, but I know I have mostly on Miiverse, so yeah. That's it. Thank you all for the questions. Really, it was a blast answering them. It really was. So, you all asked some pretty interesting questions for the most part, and yeah. Q&As are fun, and I'll definitely do another one when I hit 600 subscribers, so yeah, no need to ask. So, yeah, that's all for the Q&A part of the video. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I know I thanked you before, but you know, it blows my mind that 524 people subscribed to my channel, thought my videos were good, and I never thought I'd make it this far. I never thought I'd get to this point. I know a lot of YouTubers say that, but I'm being sincere. I really am. I never thought I'd get 500 subscribers. I never thought I'd get 50. And it means a whole lot. It really does. I mean, I have nothing but you people to thank. And it means a lot. It really does. It really feels amazing that, there's at least 100 people coming back watching my videos every single time I put up a video. Well, near every single time, but yeah, it gives you that amazing feeling. It really does. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep you waiting much longer. Here's the part of the video that you've probably been anticipating the most. That's all I had to say, and here's what some of you have to say. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the main reason I like your channel is because your rants and opinions are they are valid. And your content's awesome too. Overall, I rate you a thumbs up. And congrats on 500 subscribers.
I like your videos. Your responses are good, your rants are good. I like some of your points, they make sense, and I like how you prove idiots wrong.
Hello guys, it's Shark saying, and this is just a video submission for my friend's 500 subscriber special. Now before any of you who are watching this on Mikey's videos say this, but I don't usually comment on his videos on this channel. I usually comment on his videos with a channel known as Dark Justin Productions. So anyways, I've known Mikey since July of 2014. I only saw him posting in the YouTube community. I agree with the majority of his rants, so I decided to join the ride, and I'm glad I met him. We both have similar interests, and we can think alike. I've been watching his videos ever since he only had 2 subscribers. No, this isn't a joke. Mikey, you make really good videos. I'm happy to see you reach 500 subscribers. Remember when our channels were neck to neck on subscribers? Well, you passed me by a long shot. Anyways, congratulations on 500 subscribers, and keep on making videos.